Hello everybody, and welcome back to LELB Society. I'm Dr. Hariri, and in this video I'm going to give you some information about actually a basic question that we are asked frequently about the meaning of LELB. What does LELB stand for? And therefore I decided to create this article and publish this article and also make a video from this article, as it is typical of our activities. And I'm going to share the link to this article in the description area, again as typical of LELB Society. And I'm going to give you some basic information about that. So let's get started. So the title of this article is LELB Meaning in LELB Society to learn English and Persian. So here's the table of contents, and so LELB Meaning in LELB Society. LELB stands for Learn English to Live Better, and society actually refers to an organization, or let's say community. Yeah, community is better. So it means actually a community, an online community to learn English that could. And recently we have added Farsi as well, so to learn English and Farsi in order to actually live better. Why not? And it was first coined, I first coined the term LELB Society back in 2010, around 12 or 13 years ago. And at that time, LELB, I was running my website on webs.com, which is a very simple content management system. And so LELB Society on WordPress from July of 2015. So after testing many content management systems such as Drupal, Blogger, Joomla, I consciously chose WordPress in 2015, and since then LELB Society has been on WordPress with the current domain, that is lelb.net. And LELB Meaning and Content-Based Instruction, or CBI. And if you don't know what CBI stands for, or actually what it is about, I will share the link with you in the description area. So learning English has had a profound effect on my life personally, and I believe it can have almost the same positive effect on our English students as well. And also CBI implies that ESL students and Persian learners at LELB Society can immerse themselves in English and Farsi with inspiring and useful subject matter and content. So a very pillar element at LELB Society is that we focus on content that is interesting and useful to our students and members. So we do not use ordinary content or materials. So let me read this caption. Employing content-based instruction, or CBI, at LELB Society to provide our English and Persian students with inspiring and useful content for more motivation. So I should admit that I've already been the first learner at LELB Society, because I've been learning so many things ranging from well-being to website management on my own website. And also LELB Society is a wiki, because a wiki is edited and drawn by its online contributors, and in our case the team of our registered members, authors and teachers. Our online community, by publishing, and actually this team publishes posts, lessons, pages, comments, replies and the like asynchronously in our forums and discussion boards. So here is the photo of taxonomies of LELB Society's resources, such as categories and tags, to categorize all contents. And challenging questions in English and Farsi, I don't think actually it needs any further explanation. And LELB Society review in 2022 showing some staggering statistics on how productive we were in the year 2022. As you can see here, in the last year, we published around 4,089, to be specific, 4,089 posts, 5,191 comments, 12 forums, 471 replies, 106 pages or articles, 95 users, 112 topics, 128 topic tags. So we are now using two forums as English conversation questions for adults and Persian conversation questions for speaking. So we use these forums as a bank of challenging questions in English and Farsi to trigger interesting discussions in our live classes. So the information is very clear. No further explanation is needed. Roundtable activity in our online community. This is one of our chief educational activities to practice all the four skills and also to account for both synchronous learning and asynchronous learning. In our roundtables, we select some useful and interesting materials for our students. For instance, good English documentaries. And this is the screenshot I've taken from one of our roundtables. Our roundtable activity to account for both synchronous and asynchronous learning on the basis of collaborative flipped learning. And English presentations to practice speaking. Okay, so giving lectures, all these points have something to do with the meaning of LELB Society. Learning English to live better, and these days actually learning English and also Farsi to live better. So giving lectures is such an exciting activity, and lecturers can practice all language skills and learn some other subject matter apart from language. And with our lecturers' consent, we have recorded and archived over 60 English presentations to practice speaking. And as you can see, giving presentations in both English and Farsi on interesting and useful topics. And as a result, the LELB meaning discussed above can be brought to fruition more efficiently, especially when the lecturers have this chance to choose the topic of their lectures freely. For example, if someone wants to work on people skills, actually they can give a lecture or presentation in both English or Farsi on this topic. And therefore, they can learn Persian or English to live better. LELB meaning and learning Persian. So I should admit that at the time of coining the term LELB Society, standing for Learn English to Live Better, back in 2010, I didn't have any clue as to how successful and popular our online community would become. So I didn't have any information, any idea that we would become so popular. And so LELB meaning now covers learning Persian online as well. So for this very reason, I hereby announce that the LELB meaning has expanded by now to include learning Persian online as well. In other words, we declare that these days LELB must stand for Learn English and also Persian or Farsi to live better. It's important to add that the same education system and curriculum for teaching English is implemented in teaching and learning Farsi in our bilingual academy. And now we come to the end of this presentation based on the article, which is accessible with the link to this article actually in the description area. Thank you so much for your attention, and take care of yourself. See you soon. Bye-bye.